But hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my May TBR. So since last month was the owls, I ended up completing all of my owls and then some. So I'm going to set a TBR for 6 books. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I want my TBR to be goals that are achievable and then be able to read exactly what I want to read after the fact. So if you watch Cody here on BookTube, you know that she does the Wheel of TBR, and so I basically created my own on this Spin the Wheel app. I use a lot of her prompts, so I'm going to use them to pick my books this month. So we're gonna go ahead and do the first spin. The first book is series. You guys know just how many series I need to keep up with and I need to continue. But with that being said, the series I'm going to continue is Arc of a Scythe with Book 2, Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman. Book 1 follows Rowan and Citra, and we see them become the apprentices to the Scythe, and that's very unusual because usually a Scythe would only take one apprentice. So the fact that he took both was huge in this first book. Thunderhead follows the events of Scythe a year later, and obviously there's going to be a whole lot more drama. I am going to read a recap of Scythe just so that I'm 100% on top of it when I do actually get to Thunderhead. Alright, spin number 2. I'm kind of nervous. So since I'm trying to stay on top of my physical books, I'm finally going to read The Wicked King by Holly Black, and it's a lot shorter than I was expecting. It feels like a lot thinner too. So if you don't know what The Cruel Prince is about, this is the Folk of the Air series by Holly Black. There's a lot to it, honestly, but the biggest appeal comes from the enemies to friends to lovers romance that we see between Jude and Cardan. I'm honestly just here for that content. I'm ready to see Cardan get even more angry at Jude after the events of The Cruel Prince, and quite frankly, it has been a series that I need to continue. I loved The Cruel Prince earlier this year upon my second read of it, so I'm really excited to get into this. Alright, spin number 3. Oh, there we go. Something good. Okay, I can do that. So I got Arc, and I'm going to take you guys to the arcs that I have, but I think this month I'm going to be reading Queen of Coin and Whispers. Now, I don't know a ton about this, if I'm going to be honest, so we're gonna look at the synopsis. This book comes out June 1st, 2020, and the synopsis is as follows. She loved me as I love her, fierce as a bloodied blade. When teenage Queen Leah inherits her corrupt uncle's bankrupt kingdom, she also brings a new spy master into the fold, Xenia, who takes the job to avenge her murdered father. Faced with dangerous plots and hidden enemies, can Leah and Xenia learn to rely on each other as they discover that all is not fair in love and treason? In a world where the throne means power and duty, they must decide what to sacrifice for their country and for each other. I mean, this sounds like a lot of fun. It has a lot of the elements that I really like, and I definitely need to be on top of my arcs, so this is very exciting. It is also a queer romance, it sounds like, so I'm excited. It'll be a good read. I hope. Alright, here we go. Spin number 4. Oh no, it was so close! Okay, random number generator. Oh, I don't even know how many unread books I have on my physical TBR. Let's go count. I have 65 unread books. So we're going to, okay, I don't know if you can see it, but I got 15. So now I gotta go count number 15 and hope it's not part of a series. Okay, I'm fairly pleased. I got Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel, and this might be a little bit difficult to read considering the fact that we're in quarantine right now, and it does have some elements of dystopic type thing. Yeah, it's the wasteland of what remains. The suspenseful, spellbinding novel charts the strange twists of fate that connect 5 people. Station 11 tells a story about the relationship that sustains us, The Ephemeral Nature of Fame and the Beauty of the World as We Know It. It's been on my TBR for forever, and honestly, I think I'm perfectly okay with reading this. I think it'll be easy for me to fly through in terms of like the pacing of it because everybody loves this book, so I guess now's the time. Okay, so I have 2 more spins. Oh my god! Okay, so I got TBR bet. Now I could go and pull just any book that I remember owning the longest, but I think what I'm going to do is go to my Goodreads want to read and then order it in terms of date added and see which book I have that is the first physical one. Oh no. Oh no. So the first physical book that I own on this list, Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. I really don't want to read this because I've heard it's really not one of her best works, and I don't know. It's a YA. It looks really short. It has about 400 something pages. I really didn't want to read this, but like, whatever. I guess it's on my TBR. Now let's hope this last spin doesn't screw me over. We're gonna spin the other way. Okay. Ebook. So again, I will take you to my Kindle. So I do have a couple of new books that I got through like Kindle's free book. I don't know, they had a bunch of free books. So I could pick basically any of these, and I obviously have a bunch of ARCs that I've either read or haven't or whatever. Or you know what? I think I'm going to read Lovers Like Us by Kristen Becca Ritchie, and this is the Like Us Billionaires and Bodyguards series. And I read book 1 sometime last year, and it was like super quick and easy to run through, super smutty, a lot of fun. So I think with all of the fantasy and madness that I have on my TBR so far, I think it'll be a good change of pace. I think it'll be a good in-between book. So here's my TBR. This really isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm pretty content with like the first 3. I don't know how I feel about Daughter of Smoke and Bone, but I am really excited for the ebooks that I have, and I think this is a really fun way to do this. I'm really excited. This is gonna be a pretty decent month, I think. Let's hope this month doesn't do me dirty. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of new style of TBR video that I did. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and until then, I'll talk to you on Instagram.